Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Sean Lutz, coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is October 26, 2025. This is going to be episode number 20 from See the Light Studio Sports Brief. Hey, man, it's a busy day in sports, so let's just get right into it. Right off the bat, we got the World Series Game 2. Man, what a night, man. What a night of baseball in the World Series. But let's get this going. First inning right off the bat here in Toronto. Smith with RBI single puts LA on the board 1-0 early. It's a good pitching duel. Good starters here. We got Yamamoto squaring off against Gosman. Man, at the bottom of the inning, can you get the starters early? Can you get to Yamamoto early? Look like they might. You got a little bit of trouble there. Runners in scoring position, first and third. Yeah, Yamamoto does a job there. He ends up striking out Vlad Jr. And then Varzo closing out the inning, gets out of the jam. Where? Go into the third inning here, moving right along. Comes up, Springer at the plate for the Blue Jays, pops him in the hand. He gets on base. And next up, the guy who's been playing awesome in the World Series and in the postseason, Vladimir Jr. comes in there with a single. Kirk up, runners in scoring position, sac fly, ties it up 1-1. This is at third inning. Hey, that gives the Toronto crowd, pardon me, something to cheer about. They're getting, it's knotted up. We got a game, folks. And what a game it turned out to be with those two guys on the mound. It turned out what you were expecting from your starter pitchers here. And this turned into be a pitch and duel the remainder of this one, folks. Man, it was epic. Anyway, that held on from the third to the seventh. And, this is kind of your magic stuff here. But here we go. LA coming up. Both starters still in action. Smith, bam, solo shot. Gives LA the 2-1 lead. Man, that really quieted the crowd there in Toronto. Then next up, Muncy, bam, another one. 3-1 LA. Couple of errors there by not playing errors, but just a couple mistakes there by the starter, hanging them up there a little bit too high. Got into trouble there. 3-1 LA. He's out. And we go into the eighth inning here, folks. Still up. Here's where the wheels continue to fall off. Paye gets a single. Otanye with a single. 4-1. 4-1 LA. Then a wild pitch. This is after a pitching change. 5-1 LA. It's all over pretty much at that point. Toronto, not much life left in them. You got Yamamoto still with a pitch count that really doesn't matter that much at this point in the game. But, here we end the eighth. Yamamoto's coming back out. He ain't done. It's his show, folks. He ends up going a complete distance. Unbelievable performance by that guy. That's why you pay these starters the big bucks, man. And what a pitching duel this one was. But he goes complete game. 9 strikeouts. Retires his last 20 batters in a row. Man, what a performance. Yamamoto. LA Dodgers win this game. They're heading into game 3 on Monday in LA. Next 3 are on the road in LA. Man, it's been an epic World Series so far. It's going to keep getting better. And I know LA doesn't want to go back to Toronto, but I certainly want to see these Blue Jays win some games there in LA. I want to see another game there, and I want to see another game there in Toronto. And that crowd there, they are amped up. That city is amped up. They're doing a phenomenal job. I'd like to see them rewarded with at least another game, but hey, you got to play them out. Great World Series so far. Man, it's going to just get better as it is. But anyway, since this is a sports brief, I need to knock this stuff out. Let's move right along. Yesterday, in the NCAA top 25. Just a few notable games. We had number 8 Ole Miss over number 13 Oklahoma, 34-26. Then number 10 Vanderbilt moved in and beat on number 15 Mizzou, 17-10. And then the number 25 Michigan Wolverines, that's my team, my state of Michigan. A great rivalry squaring off against the Michigan State Spartans, non-ranked team, by the way, but nonetheless, it's a huge rivalry. Michigan wins that one, 31-20. And then moving right along for last night's coverage and into the NHL action. A few notable games here. We had Boston over Colorado, 3-2. These are all close games. And Montreal went into Vancouver and won 4-3 there. And my Dallas Stars were over had Carolina Hurricanes in the Dallas yesterday. Another nail biter there late in the third. Stars win that one 3-2. Coverage for tonight. A few good games here. Starting at 1 o'clock on the NHL network, you're going to have Colorado playing New Jersey in New Jersey. Las Vegas goes into Tampa Bay at 5 o'clock Eastern. Then at my Dallas Stars at 7 o'clock Eastern. They're on the road at Nashville. And then closing it out in the late game on the West Coast at 10 o'clock Eastern. Man, that's late for a Sunday night. But it's Edmonton and Vancouver. That wraps it up for the NHL. And then that's going to bring us into the NFL coverage today. It's week 8. There's not a whole lot of good matchups going on. You know, we're in the bye week, so you got teams on the bye. But nonetheless, today, a few notable good ones. Buffalo going into Carolina. Buffalo's at 4-2, playing the Carolina 4-3. That's at 1 o'clock Eastern. Then the Dallas Cowboys here in the 4:25 Eastern time. We got Dallas heading into Denver, face the 5-2 Broncos. Cowboys are at 3-1. They're my team, secondary team since I'm in the area. But I'm a Lions fan, and it's a bye week for them. But moving right along into the late slot in the NFL on NBC, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock. This is making a good tilt here. Green Bay Packers, another tie, 4-1-1 Packers at Pittsburgh 4-2. And speaking of the 4-1-1 Packers and 5-2 number NFC, man, you got like 6 or 7 teams at 5-2. You know, I'm a Lions fan, so I'm mentioning this one because it irks me. And then you got this Green Bay Packers that are ahead of all the 5-2 teams. They don't even have 5 wins, but they got a sister kisser with the tie. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today's show and NFL coverage. Just want to say, man, thanks everybody for watching. Be kind, be nice to everybody. Remember to see the light. Have a great day.